a temple guard, beaten, gagged and thrashed. 27-year-old Ajith Kumar did not die in custody. He was murdered, make no mistake. What began as an allegation of a jewelry theft at the Bhadrakali temple exploded into a case of brutal political police excess, judicial outrage and a damning video that tells the story far louder than any FIR ever could. A horrifying video has emerged showing Ajith being assaulted by policemen inside the temple premises hours before Ajith collapsed like a heap after the gruesome beatings. I kept quiet even as you watched that. All you can hear is the thwack, that sound of the stick on the body of the late Ajith Kumar. Under mounting public outrage and judicial pressure, 5 police personnel who were initially suspended have now been arrested, and a district SP has also been shunted out. Those are the pictures of the men who have now been arrested. The men, perhaps one of them who was beating Ajith Kumar mercilessly. These men in Mufti who decided that they shall take the law into their own hands and beat Ajith Kumar mercilessly. These men who are more loyal than the king, the men who are the perpetrators. I don't want to match the t-shirts of the man on the left and the right, but who's to know? Maybe it's the same man. And today, yesterday, even as they were suspended, today, like we are showing you, arrested. They've been put behind the bars except one man who was the driver of the vehicle. He's gone scot-free, as it were. Let's now take you through how this chilling case unfolded and how the system failed Ajith Kumar. Ajith Kumar worked as a security guard, and a temporary one, at the Madhapura Bhadrakali Amman temple. On 27th of June, he was picked up for questioning in connection with a theft complaint. 10 sovereigns of gold allegedly missing from a devotee's car, actually from her purse, the car of which she left the keys with to Ajith and said, please park the car. But since Ajith did not know how to drive the car, he apparently used someone else's services to park the car. Eventually, when the devotee returned, she opened her purse and found the gold missing. Ajith was then briefly released, but then picked up again for questioning by a special team. And then he never came back home. A video now accessed by News9 shows Ajith sitting on the floor, being beaten with a stick, helplessly watching even as his body is being thrashed with a stick, as 2 others just stand by and watch to see whether he shall speak or perhaps, who knows, collapse. This video was shot inside temple premises, allegedly by a staffer, shortly before Ajith was taken into illegal custody by the police. The next day, he collapsed inside custody and was brought dead to hospital. Ajith's brother Naveen recounted the horror and said, they made me kneel in front of him and beat me. My brother cried out for help. They kept hitting him till he collapsed.
அவன் அடிச்சாங்க, இன்னைக்கு ஃபுல்லா எங்க அண்ணன் அடிச்சாங்க, என்னைய அடிச்சாங்க ஒரு 1/2 hour அவன் முன்னுக்கு வச்சு. அப்படியாவது சொல்லுவேன், அப்படி உண்மை சொல்லுவேன், அப்படி காலில் அடிச்சாங்க, முட்டிக்கால் போட சொல்லிட்டு
இறக்கமே இல்லாம அடிக்கிறது, இப்படி இறக்கமே இல்லாம.
பேர்லாம் தெரியாது, எல்லாருமே எத்தனை பேர் எல்லாம் தெரியும், 7 பேர் இருப்பாங்க. நான் சொல்லிட்டாங்க, இல்ல அபிஷியலா இப்ப சொன்னாங்க, என்ன ரூம்ல சொன்னாங்க, டெத் கன்ஃபார்ம் ஆயிடுச்சு, கிரிட்டிகா ஹாஸ்பிட்டல்ல வச்சு சொன்னாங்க, மறுபடியும் திருப்பணம் ஹாஸ்பிட்டல் கொண்டு வரதா சொல்லிட்டாங்க.
That lone voice in that bite you just heard of Naveen was that of Ajith's mother, who says in Tamil that, is that the way you beat someone so mercilessly? Her question is now echoing across Tamil Nadu. Why such merciless beating? Following massive outrage and the post-mortem report revealing 15 external injuries and serious trauma, Tamil Nadu police arrested 5 policemen from Tiruppuvanam station late on Monday night. They include head constables Kannan and Prabhu and 3 constables. A 6-man, like I said, the driver is suspended but not yet arrested. Superintendent of Police, SP Ashish Rawat, has been removed. His transfer order came just hours after the Madras High Court ripped into the government asking why was Ajith subjected to physical brutality when he was unarmed in the first place. Was he a terrorist? Asked the court. And even that question is echoing across the state. Was Ajith a terrorist? Meanwhile, Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Muka Stalin, whose regime has been bitterly criticized and also from his own alliance partners like the Congress and Thol Thirumavallavan, said in a cryptic comment that action already taken on Ajith's custodial death, as if that is enough. But this is not an isolated case, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, according to the Loktiti CSDS Status of Policing in India report 2025, Tamil Nadu ranks first in the southern region and second in the entire country after Gujarat, where police personnel openly support the use of torture. What you are going to hear now is shocking. More than 56% of Tamil Nadu police surveyed said torture is sometimes necessary to extract information. This is the culture that allegedly claimed Ajith's life. Hearing the matter on Thursday, the Madurai bench of the Madras High Court called custodial deaths a violation of fundamental rights. It reminded the state of procedures laid down in the D.K. Basu guidelines and demanded an explanation for 24 custodial deaths in the last 4 years alone. The court has asked the Dean of Rajaji Hospital to submit the full autopsy report and summoned the eyewitness who shot the video, who happens to be maybe one of the relatives of the deceased Ajith Kumar. Ajith Kumar's death must serve as a wake-up call, not just to Tamil Nadu, but across the country. It's not a case of excesses. It's a simple case of murder. And unless accountability runs all the way up, this brutal pattern will repeat itself. We're asking some very big questions, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm asking you as a South Indian on your behalf. Why was Ajith picked up twice without a formal arrest? Why was he interrogated outside the police station? Why was no FIR filed until the court stepped in? Why has the SP been transferred and not suspended? Why was a murder case registered so late? Why was the kin of deceased taken in a DMK vehicle? Why didn't the police produce Ajith before the magistrate within 24 hours? Those are the questions. And I think someone in the DMK government, Tamil Nadu government, should stand up and answer us. They owe it to us. And let me now go to the guests. Kovai Satyan, spokesperson for the AIDMK, is with us, and also S.S. Sriram, political analyst from Tamil Nadu. These two have joined us. We shall also wait for others to speak about the entire account. Kovai Satyan, you know, I know that you are not going to play politics today, knowing you full well. You know, you've said even earlier that not every time is to play politics. But the questions we are asking, Kovai Satyan, as a lay person, you and I as Tamils need to ask this question, that the questions that we are asking, and the first question which is being reverberating in my ears, Satyan, was he a terrorist that you should have beaten him so mercilessly? What his mother also asked, is this the way you beat someone so mercilessly? What gave the special team so much of powers, so much of brazenness that they beat him with such impunity, Satyan?
Sudha, good evening.
Good evening.
But I am at loss of words after watching the video. The kind of brutality, this is a cold-blood murder. Somebody getting beaten to death is being captured on the video. I am seriously wondering whether these policemen are human. If you want to extract a conviction by using force, what is the point in extracting a conviction at the cost of someone's life? Isn't punishment is for reforms? That's where jails are for. rather than getting a conviction and putting him for reform. If you want to beat him to death, that is what a DMK Dravida model is all about. And this is the 25th custodial murder. Mind you, there was one differently abled person in the list. Every occasion, the case will be referred to CBCID. They will be placed under suspension. And after a few months, when people move on to the next priority, the suspended cops will be reinstated. So that you know might be knowing this name, Balveer Singh from Tirunelveli, who is known to pluck the teeth of those people who come to the stations for inquiry. He was suspended. Where is he now? He is reinstated. He is still in the police force. But what gave them the audacity to take the law into their hand? The answer lies is who is the one who instigated to act against this person? They say a call came from the higher ups and the SP directed his own team. These are all not the police station constables, what you see on the screen. They are SITs. They work under the SP of crime. They came on a vehicle. They are no way connected to the police station limits. They call this guy Ajith, roam around the place at their whims and fancies for one day. In a Goshala, they thrash him. In the temple, they thrash him. Behind the police station, they thrash him. When he asks for food, he is being fed with chili powder, not one but 4 times. He bled to death, Sudha. That's a stark reality. And the answer to this is we have taken actions. And the best part, what you have not said, 3 DMK cadres and the DSP try to convince the family with a bribe of 50 lakhs in a nearby this thing, mandap, marriage hall.
Yeah.
That's also there on records. The court stated all those. Why would police try to give 50 lakhs to cover this up?
Absolutely.
And why is that DMK members are involved in this?
Yeah,
What is the need?
Yeah, I had a chance to speak with Naveen and he requested if I could avoid it. And just as a tribute to his brother, I decided that I should not, because it's very clear that the family is also, Satyan, under tremendous pressure. There was sorrow in his voice. More than sorrow, I could sense fear. Satyan and Sriram, please, thank you for your patience. I have one guest, very important. I'll come back to both of you gentlemen. Maris Kumar, petitioner and advocate, Madras High Court, is also joining us. Mr. Maris Kumar, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Mr. Maris Kumar? All right, I think we've lost connection to him. Let me go to S.S. Sriram. S.S. Sriram, Satyan spoke and very passionately, and I really want to salute Satyan because he spoke more as a Tamilian first and as someone who lives in Chennai rather than part of the political party. Sriram, I want to come to you. From beginning till end, this entire case has been completely mismanaged and the police force, of course, is totally to blame. I want to ask you, Sriram, jewelry being stolen is an offense. But what was so big or so kind of, serious that this case took such a turn, Sriram?
Thank you so much. Absolutely, as Mr. Satyan said, it's a brutal murder. When you asked, so is he a terrorist? Let's not forget that we spent 53 crores on Ajmal Kasab, who had killed almost 170 Indians. Despite the fact we spent 53 crores on him for the trial to happen. Now, this poor boy, even that poor boy lost his life, even presuming for a second he might have probably taken it. Is that the way to hit him? I mean, my eyes bleed seeing that visuals when you present it. And let's not forget, the Home Ministry comes under the direct supervision of the Chief Minister. And today he has a record for holding a record for 25 custodial deaths in 4 years of his tenure. I think we must really, really look back at him to know the ministry that is straight under him is at this pathetic state of affairs that the individuals or the citizens of Tamil Nadu are not safe in his own police. I mean, it's bleeding a mother to see her son dying like that, or as fellow Tamilians for us to see that brutal attack on him. Even terrorists we have taken care for till a trial was done, spending so much of money. Poor boy lost his life. for this. I will not call them police. They're goons. They are bloody goons who must face the gallows, and let that be a deterrent to the future police people to handle,
Sriram.
even if he is a convict. Yeah.
Sriram, I don't think.
Yeah.
Have we heard anything about, Santakulam? I mean, we owe it to Jairaj and Benix, 19th of June. Where are they? Where are those police officials? Like Satyan says, maybe some of them have been reinstated. What happened to the Thuthukudi firing? You know how long it took? That photograph of a policeman, aiming his gun, which became iconic. What happened to all of them? What happened to the teenager who died at the age of 17? Sriram, justice has to be seen to be delivered.
No. While I completely agree with Benix and but at least the then Chief Minister took a firm action, and all the fellows are in the jail. They are not reinstated. All those guys who were involved in Benix and his father's death are not in the service. They are under the bars. Here, there is a clear attempt, at least, to see whether they could cover this. That is why we hear people saying that the DMK guys offered 50 lakh to cover it up and all that stuff. Definitely, the previous ADMK government, while I don't agree to that sort of a death as well, but the government took a firm action. Here, it is a 25th case on the 4th year, where the Home Ministry is right under the Chief Minister's
The Chief Minister
purview.
should relinquish the
And
Home
this is-
Ministry,
this
I
is
say.
more shocking.
He doesn't know what is going on under his
Absolutely.
nose. He should just say
Absolutely.
no to Home Ministry, sit out. Time for Muka Stalin to sit
Absolutely.
out. Enough is enough. I mean, whether it
Absolutely.
is the daylight murder
Absolutely.
of Armstrong, whether it is Vignesh, whether it is Ajit, I think this is just, look, also, gentlemen, Satish Kumar has also joined us, who's an advocate with the Madras High Court, spoke very passionately yesterday. Satish, I want to let you know that we all pat our backs, say, oh, we are Scotland Yard, we have the best. You know, the Lok Niti report that I was talking about. Do you know that the highest custodial deaths happen in the southern states is Tamil Nadu? And after Gujarat, most of the cops in Tamil Nadu feel it is very necessary. What? Custodial torture to extract confession. This is the mindset with which they come to work. I want to ask you, Satyan, considering you are part of a political party, who gives the DGP the rights to authorize the special team to initiate the investigation? Now, all these things, there is a process. What made him do that, Satyan?
Oh, Sudha, it's not the DGP, it's the SP who had taken the call to send a policeman of his force. So now DGP has referred the case to the CBCID,
Right.
which is a usual act. It's an IWASH act. There will be knee-jerk reactions from DMK and their ecosystem that justice has been delivered to Ajith Kumar. And tomorrow MK Stalin will say that he will do the compensation to the family, and there will be brazen attempts. Remember Jairaj Benix case, Sudha. After that incident came into light, none of our AIDMK cadres or anybody in the ranks of AIDMK tried to reach out to their family asking for a compromise. Unlike this case. The case was directed to the CBI, and our leader EPS was very clear that give all the support to the CBI so that the people who are behind that heinous crime should be punished. And till date, their bail petitions are being denied. The policemen are behind bars now. The entire ecosystem in Tamil Nadu, starting from the movie stars and everybody, were up in arms that justice for Jairaj and Benix. But look at now what has happened. The entire Kollywood industry has gone into hibernation. They are in
Kanimuri, who
coma
went
now.
on and on at that
Everybody.
time. Kanimuri
Yes,
went on. I
everybody.
remember, I did that
Raja,
story.
even
Oh, Kanimuri said,
MK
my
Stalin
heart
said-
bleeds and everything. Where is she today? Where are they today?
MK Stalin said,
Candlelight
any death
walks.
under a nose of CM, he is responsible, he should resign. That's what MK Stalin said. It's there on the video. And today, that same MK Stalin is saying, what are you talking? The moment it came to my attention, we have taken action. And what is the action he has taken? 6 policemen are suspended, and that's it.
All right. Also,
Look at the plight. This is the 25th murder, Sudha. This is not the
yes,
first
I know
one.
it's not a joke. Not yet. This is not a joke. Absolutely. Satish, you are a lawyer. I want to ask you. The honorable court asked some of the very tough questions. First is, was he a terrorist? Then when he was unarmed, why was he beaten? But the second question, under whose authority was the case transferred to a special investigation team? And the court demanded to know why the post-mortem report had not yet been submitted to the magistrate. I want to know from you, Satish Kumar, how come the case was transferred to a special investigation team. What was so serious about the case? I say it is about a temporary guard, maybe some tali chain and 2 bangles. I know it's important for a woman. I'm not belittling her. But what special investigation team? Are you kidding me, Satish Kumar?
Exactly, Sudha. Exactly. It is by seeing the videos, really everyone's heart beats, of course, there's no doubt. And beyond tears are there by seeing that video. Because as you rightly questioned, who gave the authority? They say it's a special investigating team. I don't think so. They look like a investigating team. They look like as if they are goons. And how they are beating, so it's totally inhuman. How are they having a family or not? I'm also having this question. Do you have a family at home or not? And what made you to behave like this? What is the type of
Authority.
training you have got?
All right, Satish, but who must have
Who
given
gave the
them the authority? Satish, who has
The
signed it?
No, there was no FIR at all. No FIR.
That's what the court is also asking. Then how can you beat someone like that? You have to first register an FIR, no?
Then you cannot say, that's why I'm saying, you cannot say it is a special investigating team. It is a team of goons when they are criminals. They are actually criminals sent by the authorities. Without any proper authority, they have been sent by the authorities. And in case of any special investigating team is coming, there should be an FIR and there should be who is the investigating officer heading the team. Must be a inspector or maybe a higher rank officer, maybe a DSP or SP should be there. Who headed the team? How five or six police officers have been naming themselves as police officers are beating like this?
Point is, Satish, that these goons that we see on the screen, without registering an FIR, go ahead and beat that deceased Ajith Kumar.
Illegal.
Someone must have said
Absolutely
go.
illegal.
Who was it who said go? The SP. But then why did the SP act in the fashion that he did? Who are these masters?
Sudha, in this regime, I openly say whether our Kovi Satyan is agreeing to or not. Every government has got their own authority over the police because of the law and order issue. But in this government, especially, the police have been given more authority even to do illegal things. The illegality within the police department is always high. They have a high-handed to handle any type of cases.
Right.
They
Tyagu
don't
is
have
also.
any proper education. They have been given any proper training. There is
right.
no mental training at all to them.
Absolutely. Seems
the
like these
authority
are
has
all
been
goons.
given.
These are all
Whatever
mentally
form.
sick. And I have respect for the mentally sick. Please. But then when I say mentally sick, sick is their mind. Criminals. Tyagu sir has also joined us, Tamil Nadu State Coordinator, Joint Action Committee Against Custodial Torture, JAACT. Tyagu sir, thank you for making the time. Tyagu sir, yesterday yesterday I had Henry sir on my show who spoke about it, and he said this is murder. Till yesterday, there was no question of calling it a murder. It was still, we were saying, custodial death. Mr. Tyagu, I want to ask you, considering you have been involved or rather, overseeing many such cases, don't you think this is one of the worst ever in the history of Tamil Nadu, Tyagu sir?
This is not the first custodial murder at all. There have been more than 28 custodial murders in these 5 years. In 1920, we had the Satangulam case. We were born out of that event. We fought the case. The then Chief Minister denied the fact of any custodial torture at all. Only the High Court took the case suo motu and brought out the details. And there was one magistrate named Baridasan and a head constable called Revadi, who were bold enough to expose the whole affair. That's past. Even after that, we have had so many cases. During one such custodial death case, when the government, the DGP and the Chief Minister were denying the fact of that custodial torture, we brought out the details. The postmortem report spoke a different story. Then the Sailendra Babu, Mr. Sailendra Babu, the DGP, announced a standard operating procedures, 41 procedures. Number one was nobody should be beaten for investigation or as a punishment in any police station. Then the DK Basu, then the CCTV, etc. There are 41 commands. Now I
Most
would
of
like
them,
to have
but
from the
most
government.
of them, Tyagu sir, I'm sorry to interject, most of them have not been followed in Ajith
Yeah,
Kumar's case.
yeah,
Why
yeah.
is it?
None
In
of them.
my report, in my introduction, we spoke about the DK Basu, we spoke about the Lokniti report.
Yeah,
Tamil
yeah. I
Nadu
was
has
here.
the worst record. I think the DMK government needs to wake up, alas. There will
I
not be
have
an election issue. Let
see,
me.
I have two demands to make in the name of the dead Ajith Kumar, the killed Ajith Kumar. One thing is, our organization has demanded that the government enact a special act to prevent and punish custodial torture.
All right.
This special act is the need of the hour. It will protect the witnesses. It will actually deter the police officers from committing such crimes. Number two is, we must understand that the state, Indian state, is refusing to sign the optional protocol to the UN Convention on Torture. Despite many reminders from the UN, Human Rights
All right.
Council,
Okay.
various world
All right.
organizations,
All right.
the
Let me.
Indian government is refusing to
All right,
recognize
sir.
torture as a crime. This
All
is
right.
very important.
Okay, sir. Satyan,
Some people just
yeah,
say
Satyan, I
it's
want
not
to
a-
come to you, Satyan. A very vital question here is that, now they are awaiting that, one of the relatives who actually, Saktiswaran, his name is, he is a temple staffer and he was very well known to the deceased Ajit. He had recorded the video of Ajit being assaulted by the police and he's supposed to appear for hearing. I want to ask you, Satyan, it's a temple. I mean, if we have visuals of that temple, we can show it. It's a bustling temple town like we have in Tamil Nadu, whether it's Madurai, Madurai, Kanchipuram. People are milling around all the time. This happens where he's picked up by the police comes, it is all happening in public. People were recording videos. How come no one has come forward to say this happened? This Saktiswaran, what about the rest, Satyan? Have they been silenced by the who's who, by the authorities to say, if you speak, you will face the worst kind of a results ever, Satyan?
So there are people around who are searching for him. His cousin has seen and recorded it, but what's the fear factor is nobody knows that they are not the local police attached to the station. If there were the local policemen attached to the station where they around, they could have got the courage to go and question them. But these were all investigating officers from SIT team who had come in a jeep, and they had taken him, saying that he is taken for an investigation. And mind you, he might have shot the video without their knowledge. That's why they are caught red-handed now. Else this will be buried now. See, the entire ecosystem worked in such a way that whatever wrongdoings they did, they took the law into their own hands. They ensured that they wipe out all the evidence. The SI had taken away the CCTV recordings. That's what the court has observed today. Where is the CCTV recording? The SI had taken away the CCTV recordings. And all the pipe which you see, the plastic pipe, the iron rods, the chili powders, they all were washed away. They were all erased from the scene. So the police did the entire legwork to erase all the evidences so that they don't get caught. What has happened is, since this has come out in life, two things have come to the support of the Ajith Kumar family. One is that the post-mortem report, wherein they say there are 18 places where he was beaten, and there are some marks around his neck, and this video. And yes, indeed, yes, yesterday we hold a placard protest across the state of Tamil Nadu demanding justice. So since the media picked this up, predominantly the national media picked this news since yesterday, and now everybody has come to know about this. Still, the regional media of Tamil Nadu are silent about this. Nobody is willing to conduct a debate on the same. Wherein in Jairaj and Benex, the entire ecosystem was up and against the ruling government there. You could see every actor and actresses putting the hashtag justice for Jairaj and Benex. And we are searching for any actor or actress in the Tollywood now, Collywood now, who could even put a hashtag justice for Ajith Kumar. They are in
Right.
coma. The entire ecosystem which
Yeah,
supports
yeah,
DMK are in coma now.
because the world of cinema is also co-opted by the DMK. Why are we shying away from saying it, Satyan?
So the Ajith Kumar
Seen
might
it
have
from day
voted for
one.
DMK. He might have voted for DMK.
Who knows? I mean, he
It is
doesn't
his
deserve
own,
this. And this is why I'm
yeah,
asking.
it is his own government which let him down,
Yeah, absolutely.
which
His
took
own
away his
government,
likes.
which brings me to the other Sriram. why is the SP merely transferred instead of being booted out? You know, I'm sorry, Ashish Rawat, you know, he's been put on weight, he's been moved out, he's been replaced by Chandish. I mean, where is the doubt here? Because Satyan said, listen, Sudha, it's not the DGP, it's the SP. Yesterday when Henry Tiffin was with us, he said the SP, he's to be blamed. Sriram.
Absolutely. These officers enjoy so much of perks, so much of respect, so much of power. They just have a lovely life. Isn't the responsibility to take care of the fellow citizen who might be wrong, but there is a way to handle him? I mean, there is no rule, no law. I don't think the police in Tamil Nadu is currently have any sort of accountability to anybody for that matter. So this is little scary. 25 deaths, lock-up deaths in Tamil Nadu in 4 years. That shows the police in such a poor light. The senior officers must be made accountable. They are the people who should be made accountable. They are the people whose heads must be rolled. Only then the lower end will fall in line. As long as the senior officers enjoy a cushy life, a luxurious life, a powerful life, a beck and call, they have the orderlies, they have name anything under the sun. These police officers enjoy. And so long as they enjoy without accountability, these things are going to happen again and again and again. While we wish these things could not happen, but I won't be surprised that this can happen in the future as well.
Satish, you know, I want to ask you some very pertinent questions. Like the court asked, why was the deceased, Ajith Kumar, kept away from the CCTV surveillance, that video which you showed that is in the backyard of the temple, as it were? Who handed over Ajith to the special team? Who gave permission to take him to various locations? They drove around, no? They went to a marriage, you know, a banquet hall. They also went to a veterinary hospital, apparently, to several other places before they did. The court has asked. But I want to ask you, why was there no CCTV surveillance? Tyagu sir just said that, you know, that Shailendra Babu insisted that it should be there. That video, of course, that, you know, that if you look at that video, there is no CCTV. Where is the CCTV? You can only hear thwack, thwack of the stick. Satish Kumar, who gives them the right to take him out?
What you say is absolutely right, no, because everywhere now CCTV cameras have been installed, and initially we had to see in case a CCTV is installed in the temple itself, no, how he was even questioned or tortured at the temple premises in the before the common public would have come to the light, but that itself has been suppressed. And even in the cow yard, there must be a CCTV camera. I think the goons, I don't want to say them as police officers, the goons that have removed the CCTV before they start their offense. That shows that how their mentality. They know very well that such a CCTV camera footage will be asked in future. For that, they deliberately did it, knowing that there is something is going to happen seriously. Knowing the seriousness of the issue, they did it deliberately, which means the malicious intention is totally in the broad light. That is, there is absolutely, even now, now recently we came to know that even after 5 years, there is no CCTV in the Satankulam police station.
Wonderful.
And what happened?
Very good. Yeah, this is the state of affairs. You know, Satyan has left the show. Maybe he had somewhere else to go. But I want to ask you quickly, all of you. Tyagu sir, do you think Muka Stalin should give up the home ministry and sit out of it, sir? He's not able to handle it. His record is terrible.
See, I don't want to divert the issue. It's a problem about policing the police.
Sir, police reports to the home ministry, sir.
No, it's not something individual. See, he is wrong. He must take the responsibility. He is accountable. No doubt about that. But such incidents have been committed not only in Tamil Nadu, in almost all the states. You can compare Uttar Pradesh with Tamil Nadu and get consolation that the thing is not so bad here. And I don't want to compare such things. Number two, it's not a problem of this party versus that party. It's not DMK versus ADMK.
No, it's not. I mean, ultimately, it's about a human being. I do, but then accountability is there. The buck needs to stop somewhere, Tyagu sir. If it had been my son, where do I go? Satish, no, wait a minute, sir. Satish, Do you
I-
think
I
he should
blame
relinquish?
Stalin.
He
That's
should
quite different.
relinquish
I blame the Chief
Home
Minister.
Ministry or
He
not?
should have taken
Muka
immediate
Stalin.
action. Now
Exactly.
also,
The chief minister has to come out because there are 24 more deaths have happened so far. The chief minister has to
he
come
has
out and
come
speak
out,
to the public.
but I'm not
He has to
satisfied. The
relinquish
problem is-
whether he is relinquishing, then to whom it will be given? It will be given to his son only.
these
The same
people,
thing
they
will
are
happen
liars,
again.
asked
So who is going to
They
handle it?
asked
The
about-
handling the team, handling the home ministry should be in a proper legal way.
Right.
That
What do
is
you-
more important. Where is the law and order? Where is the law and order in Tamil
Yeah.
Nadu?
So who
That is
do
the
you look
question by
at
the
for law
government
and
of
order,
India.
Sriram? The buck stops there, no?
No.
Mr.
The problem
Tyagu,
is-
don't compare DMK
not
versus
about the
BJP
chief
here.
minister. This
Don't do
system
this
is
politics
very
out
bad.
here. Every life is important.
politics.
I
I
don't
don't
care
want
what's
to
happening
politics.
everywhere. Everywhere it should be the
It's
right,
a human
and so
rights
should be in
issue.
Tamil Nadu. And this is coming under direct chief minister's purview. It is
Absolutely.
in that reflects on his that reflects on his ability. At least for that sake, let the police department be considerate to the people of Tamil Nadu. Otherwise, he is answerable. If he is not, does not have the time to devote for this home department, let that be given to somebody else. But to have a 25 deaths in 4 years in
any
his region
consideration or
under his
mercy
direct
from
supervision
the chief
talks
minister
about
or
his
the Home
ability.
Department.
That is all.
I want systemic laws to prevent such things.
Yeah,
There
but
should
then
be law to
Tyagu sir,
Ah.
I have to end the
Yeah.
show, but with, I'll submit to you very humbly. If there was systemic, 24 deaths would not have happened, sir, in 4 years. Where are we?
Yeah.
The system is in a shambles,
what-
sir.
what-
Tamil Nadu, the law and order is zero. It's plummeted. You and I have to hang our heads in shame.